Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hello, hello, hello? This is moving. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Stephanie, can you hear me this time? Okay, you can hear me this time? You can hear me this time. Okay, good. I don't know. I got my heads have to like set them up. Miss Palmer, you can hear me this time? I've just set up my headphones to work. So everyone can hear me better this time? This is better? Okay, good. Okay. Dear Lord, we're going to pray this math lesson goes better than yesterday. Okay. Okay, good. I'm sorry when the YouTube acts up, but I don't know. I have headphones. I just have to get them to work, so. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to review a little bit about decimals, and then we'll move on to, all today is more decimals. So if you didn't understand or the lesson was choppy yesterday, I understand that. So we're gonna go through. Caleb, everybody can hear me. So far, everybody else can hear me, so I don't know why you can't, because everyone else can hear me. Everybody else is hearing me, so I don't know why you can't. Oh. They said refresh, and then you could hear me. That's what, Gabby is saying refresh. That's what she did, and then she could hear me. That's what her advice is. Refresh, and then you can hear me. Because most people are saying they can hear me just fine. And the green light is on. That my sound is working. Okay, so that worked. So maybe Caleb, try to refresh and see if you could hear me. Can you hear now? Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to review decimals, okay? And decimals are just another way of writing a fraction. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And remember, we have decimal point, okay? A decimal point is in your number. So let's say this is your number. This is a place value chart, okay? So if I'm starting at the end of my place value chart, that is not the ones anymore, okay? So this is my decimal point, and it separates my whole number from my decimals over here, okay? So if I was going to have my decimal, if you remember, my decimal, when we were talking about the metric system, I had three my three cards. Remember these cards in class? I remember the back of abbreviations had these on the back. We always said the fraction, right? We always said 1/10, but you could also write it as a decimal, which would be 0.1. When you say this fraction, you say it as 1/10. You are already saying decimals. You just didn't maybe realize that you were, but you were. You were saying 1/10, and that is what 1/10 looks like, okay? When you were saying this one, centi, it was looking like this, right? And you were saying what fraction? 1/100th. Some of us were saying 1/100, but we're not going to say that anymore. We're going to say 100th, or it looks like this, 0.01. Okay, and that's 100th. And then the last one that we always looked at was the smallest one, which was milli, and that was 1/1000, 1,000th, and that was 0.001, and that was 1,000th. Okay, so your place values are broken into. So this is my, so I'm going to write them up here for you. So if this was just my number without the fraction, without my decimals, our smallest decimal, our smallest number is always going to be ones, right? So don't look at your decimal. So this is ones. And then the 3 would be what? So smallest would be ones. Then you have what? You have ones, and then you have going this way. This is just like your normal place value. Your smallest number is ones. Then you have tens. Then you have, after tens, you have, we're just doing place value right now. This is a review. Tens, what comes after tens? Not hundreds, just 100. And then the 1 would be, what's your biggest? This would be 1,000. This is something you guys know. This is nothing new, okay? When we get to the decimal point, this is when we have our, this is when decimals come, okay? This is when the numbers start to turn into fractions, okay? So this is going to be decimal point. The number right after the decimal is not going to be, we're going to have, the numbers are going to start to get smaller. They're going to start to turn into fractions. You're going to start to break them down. So this is going to be 10 because it's smaller, okay? You can't hear me? Can you still hear me? Okay, tenths. And then after tenths, what's the next one? It's the same thing, except it's going to be hundredths. Hundredths. And then the smallest. Remember, this is like a piece. Like these are smaller numbers. Once you pass this decimal point, it gets smaller. Just like when we did our never King Henry died making dark chocolate milk. Remember, the pieces got smaller. So then our smallest piece is going to be 1,000. Okay, thousandths. Okay, so I'm going to just show you this. This is the chart that you guys have. This is what I just did. So you have this chart, and I'm going to give you examples in your book in a second. But this is exactly what I just did. Decimal point, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Okay? All right. So when you are talking about a decimal place, I'm going to give you a clue. Watch this. This is a really good clue. Okay? Here is my fraction. Here's my fraction, okay? When I say this fraction, I say, this is why this would be a great lesson to do in person. So listen to me. I say 41 hundredths. That's how I would say it. Okay? When I write it and it looks like this. Decimal place 41. Here's a clue I'm going to give you. Look at the 100. How many zeros are in 100? 2. 2 zeros, right? How many numbers were in my answer? 2. Okay, when you do decimals, however many numbers are in your answer match however many zeros are in your bottom number. Watch and see. It will work. Okay? So let's try this one. I would say this number 7/10. So how many numbers do you think I'm going to have on the back of this card? 7/10. How many numbers do you think I'll have on the back of this card? What do you think it's going to look like? Do you think it's going to look like 0.7, 0.07, or 0.007? That's your only option. It's going to look like this. 0.7, one number, because that's the answer. When you do a decimal, you have 1 0, so you have 0.7, okay? Just like this one, I had 41 hundredths, I had 0.41, my decimal. Okay, so try this one, okay? Oopsie. So try this one. 700. I'm going to give you a choice. Here we go. Is it going to be 0.7, 0.07, or 0.007? Look at how many zeros I have. What do you think? Seen some different answers. Some of them are right. Okay, watch and see. How many zeros I have? 2. My answer is 0.07. This is 700. 100 has 2 zeros. I should have 2 numbers when I'm done. 0.07. Okay, how about this one? Try this one. You say it like this. 7 thousandths. How would I write it? 7 thousandths. So here's your choices. 0.7, 0.07, 0.007. Good. I'm seeing some good answers. Good answers. Gianna, don't doubt yourself. Gianna, stop doubting yourself. Okay. It's not a fraction, Eli. It's a decimal. You just wrote what I have. Got to write a decimal. Okay. Here's your answer. 0.007. How many zeros are in 1,000? 3. 007. Okay. Okay, now we're back to these. Okay. Remember when we have whole numbers with a decimal? Okay. So now when you have a whole number with a decimal, you have 3. The decimal is the word and. Just like if I had money, I would say I have $3.16. This would be 3 and, okay? This would be 3 and then how many places do I have? Only one. So it would be 3 and 8/10. So it would look like this. I wrote it out in words for you. 3 and 8/10. 3 and 8/10. All right. So I want you to try this one. This is just review. So what do you think this one would be? It's just like the one I did. So if this one was 3 and 8/10, what do you think this one would be? Good. I see some good answers. Cherith, 2 and 3, what? You're missing a part. Kansky, where are you getting the number 4? There's no 4 on this card. 2, 3. I don't. Good, Cherith. Okay, so your answer should be good. Good, Autumn. 2 and 3/10. That should be your answer. 2 and 3/10. That's what this card says. 2 and decimal points are and 3/10 because it's only one place. Very good. All right. Okay, we're gonna do a hard one. Okay, here we go. Let's do a couple more reviews and then we'll go in our book. All right. Should we do hard or easy first? All right. Let's try this one. All right. Here we go. I want you to write down what the decimal would be for this one. 23/100. How would this look as a decimal? 23/100. Write this down as a decimal. What do you think it would be? Good. Sabrina got it. Colin, good job. Good, Clay. Good. Blandina, good. Good. Chloe, you have way too many numbers. How many numbers should you have? How many zeros is how many numbers you should have? Eli, your decimal place is in the wrong, your decimal point's in the wrong place. Jacob, you have way too many numbers. Okay, here's your answer. This is what you should have. 0.23. That should be your answer. You have 2 zeros, you should have 2 places. That should be your answer. Okay? All right, 2 more. All right, write this down. 6/10. That's how you say it. 6/10. What would it look like? 6/10. Cherith, you got it right. Do this one, Cherith. Good. I'm seeing some good answers. Good. 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 How many zeros you have? 1. So you should only have one number. 0.6. 0.6. All right. Last one. 3/10. 3/10. Good. 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 Quinn, good. 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 Good, Blendina. Good. 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 Point. How many zeros? 1.3. Very good. All right. Much better. Okay. It feels like a lot of you are doing a lot better. Thumbs up. I think a lot of you did a lot better in this review, probably because you can see and hear me. All right. Go to your book. I want you to open your book to page 233. We're going to do some work in our book. So go to page 233. I'm so proud of you. I could just hug you. I will. That was a hug from me to you. Okay. All right. Go to page 233. Okay, everything we talked about is on page 233. So if you don't remember anything we talked about, then go through number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the top of the page. Okay. All right, let's look at the top part here. Number 1, we're going to write equal signs, or if they're not equal, we're going to write an equal sign and then cross it out. Okay, because that means we don't want it, because that means it's not equal. So let's look at the first one. Letter A. Don't worry about the back, Stephanie. What do we need to think about? Number 1. Right, girlfriend? Stay with me. Focus on what we're doing. Okay, is 0.4, I'm going to say point, so you're with me. Is 0.4 equal to 4 over 10? Equal or not equal? Yes or no? Equal or no? Equal, yes. So put your equal sign. Number 1, the first one, A, is equal. So you put your equal sign. So we're just going to put yes or no. And if it is not equal, there's no equal cross out sign. So we're just going to put no for not equal. No and no. All right, letter B. Is 0.1 equal to 1 over 10? Equal. Very good. We are on page 233. All right. Is 0.71 equal to 71 over 10? Is 0.71 equal to 71 over 10? Eli has it. No. Nope, it's not. 71 over 10 does not equal 0.71. Nope. Put an equal sign and then cross it out. It's not equal. How about letter D? Is 0.68 equal to 68 over 100? Letter D. Yes, it is. Equal. Equal. Good job. Letter E. Is 0.581 equal to 581 over 1,000? Yes, it is. Equal. This is equal. Ooh, ooh. A and B were equal, Sabrina. Letters F. Is 0.6 equal to 6 over 100? No. No. How about letter G? 0.93. Is that equal to 93 over 100? .93. Is that equal to 93 over 100? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My cat agrees. Yes, she does. And the last one at the top, 0.141. Is that equal to 141 over 1,000? Yes, it is. It is. Okay. All right. The bottom one. All right. Now you get to write your fractions. So what is 0.7? What's the fraction for 0.7? 0.7 would be what fraction? 0.7 is what fraction? Very good, Eli. 7/10. Good. That's what you need to write. 7/10. Very good. How about letter B? 0.51. 0.51. Very good. Eli, you're on fire. You got that one first. Woo. 51/100. 51/100. All right, letter C. 0.323. What's my fraction? Good. It is 323 thousandths. 323 thousandths. Point. What, Blandina? What are you so confused about? All right, I want you to do D through H on your own. And when you're done, I want you to say done. Okay, go ahead. Do D through H on your own and say done when you're done. Don't type the answers. Just do them on your paper and say done when you're done. All the way, D through H. Don't write doe. Doe is a deer, Cherith. Are you thinking about deers? Doe, a deer. Cherith, do you want to go see a deer? Are you giggling right now, Cherith? Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, here we go. 0.9 is 9/10. Blandina, if you don't understand this, you need to ask your parents if they could Skype with me so I can go over this again with you. I Skyped yesterday with Stephanie a question, so ask your mom to Skype with me and I can help you. Okay? I can't stay on math longer than 2 more minutes, so because I have to teach language at 2:30. But if you need more help, you need to tell your parents they need to contact me and I can help you with math on Skype. So ask your parents to contact me and I can Skype with you math. Stephanie did it yesterday. 49/100, good. And the next one is 0.157. It's 157 over 1,000. Good. How about 0.3? What did you get for 0.3? 3/10. Good. And 0.21. Last one. 0.21. Last 21/100. Very good. All right, look at the back side. Go to the back side real quick. Here is a number chart. And I want you guys should be able to fill this in, but the place values, if you look at the back side, okay, it says fill in the place value names. When you look at the last 9, that is not ones. Okay? What place value is in the last spot? It is not a ones. What is it? What is this last place value? that is, look at, there's a decimal in there. So what's that last place value? It's not hundredths, it's thousandths. Okay. Look at your place value on this paper. Your place value on here is thousandths. So for that last 9 right there, you need to write this. Thousandths. And for that 0 that's next to it, you need to write hundredths. No, we're not on the 7. We're starting at the back of the number. So if this was, all right, we did 30 minutes on math. So here's what you can do. Take your pencil and cross out number 3. Just take it out, cross it out. I don't want you to do it right now. You don't have to do the place value, just cross it out. Let's look at number 4 though. I want you to go to number 4 for now. How would we write, you have to do this. How would we write 643 and 7/10 in numbers? We're on number 4. How would we write the number figures for these words? 643 and 7/10. This is how we would do it. This, oh, good job, Clay. This is exactly how your answer needs to look. You're writing it in numbers. Okay? That's how the first one should look. Okay? So how would I do letter B? 3,400 and 1100. How would you write that one? 3,400 and 1100. Clay, you're right with the beginning, but it's 1100. You have 7. 3,400 and 1100. Very good. So it should be 3,400.11. So it should be 3,400.11. Last one, 15 and 300. 15 and 300. So write 15 first. 15. Very good. 15 point, because that's and then 300 would be 03. Very good. 15.03. Good. All right. You do not have to do number 5. You can cross it out. You do not have to do, I'll be nice to you. You don't have to do the word problems. You can cross them both out. You don't have to do, you don't have to do B and E. You can do the rest of the problems at the bottom. Okay? All right. I'll see you soon for language. So 2:30 for language. See you soon. Bye.